Welcome back, everybody. Game number 2 here between Mineski and NaVi for the ESL One Genting group stage. I'm Gareth. Joined by Wagamama.
I'm Waga.
Moving into game number 2 as we get ourselves all ready for the draft. And we're getting in early this time. Bans complete, first pick done. But the Naga has been removed. NaVi do not want to handle the Jabs Naga again.
It was quite something. He definitely, stopped their plans dead in their tracks, and they were just stuck in base. I think Naga is one of the most traumatizing experiences to play against when she has that level of farm and she just keeps you in your base. It can be so frustrating. Again, Mineski are going to go with their Enchantress. We'll see if Chen gets picked again, but, there wasn't much of Chen versus Enchantress fighting. Since this is an offlane Ench, it's not really something that happens that much. Obviously, she tried to take the Chen creep, but didn't have any success. Rubik,
there was the fun bit bot lane, like 2 minutes in, where there was the trading of like Elf Wolf and Dark Troll, but after that, there was nothing really. So
and we'll see what NaVi go with as their combination here. Quite likely they're going to pick their support, but could change their plans a little bit as well. Maybe even get a gyrocopter earlier if they're expecting Ice to be the offlane Ench again, because it was banned out in the second phase.
A Lycan maybe?
It can be tough to play Lycan in the early game against the Ench though, and even once you have your Helm of Dominator, she'll take your creep, you dominate it back, and then she has the cooldown is much lower in Enchant than Dominator. So it can be frustrating in some ways. It's more about the early lane. I think they need something that lanes better against Ench.
Okay.
Because I could sort of see Ench getting picked into Lycan because of not being able to get attacked by dogs.
Don't get harassed back. You're all fine.
Exactly.
So Mineski have the Rubik against the Bane. The nice little steal there of Fiend's Grip. The lift to cancel.
A reversal from the previous game
Exactly.
where they played it the other way around. Of course. We saw both the supports doing a good job. Both the Bane got some beautiful grips, but Rubik also stole it quite nicely. It's definitely a smart thing to take the Rubik if there's a Bane on the enemy team, because it's quite easy to take a good spell from Elder Titan.
Okay.
General does like playing this, so I wonder if they're going to play it on position 3, or if they're going to play it as a position 4 hero.
Yeah, they've got some options there. Nice with Bane, you've got a natural setup of Nightmare just to have level 1 Stomp come in and do some work. So
tons of control under 2 first picks as well. It's just good disable in general. Something that Mineski, they have Rubik, but other than that, they don't have the best control of crowd yet, where NaVi do.
Into the second banning phase. Void taken out.
Of course.
Void.
Classic.
The Chrono Earth Splitter, we've seen that time and time again.
It's just a combination that you don't want to play against. You can suddenly just lose your core hero and he doesn't have a chance to do anything about it. So get it out of the combo here and make them pick something else. Makes sense. Especially as NaVi are definitely not a team that are unhappy playing Void. They've played that historically so much, and the combination is super strong.
Yeah, I mean both of their I guess off lane and safe lane players, General and Crystallize, both very good on the Void
For sure.
So
Gyrocopter banned by themselves here. Okay, NaVi they do not want the Gyrocopter. They have something else coming up.
Maybe they just forgot it was banning phase and they thought they were picking a hero.
Probably.
Just accidentally. Oh wait. We wanted that gyro, guys.
Whoops.
So heroes against Enchantress when you've got a Bane on your team. What are we looking at here for NaVi to try and win that lane? Because when I see a Bane, I think of like a Razor on a safe lane to get the static link damage going. But how would you kind of shut down Ice?
Well, one thing that people used to pick is the Ursa, but it's not as good anymore because the enchant removes overpower. So it can really backfire to try and go for an Ursa against it. I think that Razor is still a very good hero against Enchantress if you want to pick a solid safe laner who can still get something, but then you sacrifice hard carry potential.
Yeah.
Most hard carries struggle a little bit against this matchup. So banning out Gyro, I mean, I saw Gyro as one of the cleanest options. Then you can go for maybe a Clinks could work. But we'll see what they want to go with. Not entirely sure that they want to play a safe lane Clinks in this game.
Interestingly enough, for Genting anyway, Phantom Lancer is still in the pool in the second phase. We've seen him first phase picked, banned, second phase banned, and outside of that, he's just been in the game. But now, Mineski with this pick, do you think they could go for a Phantom Lancer, or is it maybe now something you think about later on into the draft?
Both teams could. pick Phantom Lancer right now. It fits quite well for either team. It's not difficult to play it, I would say. I mean, Enchantress, yes, she can steal one of the illusions, but that hardly ever has any real impact from what I've seen. Quentin Payne gonna get picked up first here. Definitely a hero that both Moon and Mushi are actually really good at.
NaVi, where are we going with this draft, boys? What are we looking for?
Nice to see the Queen already. That's a pretty early reveal. I have a feeling they might play TA in this game. You know, my TA senses are tingling here. I can see it. These are three heroes that are not so good against it. Okay, Dragon Knight. That could also be played as a safe lane Dragon Knight against Ench off lane. It's not horrible as a matchup because you have so much HP regen, hard for Ench to go through all that. So this could be one of those debates where you pick the Dragon Knight early and then turns out it's not a mid.
And you try and have, what, a DK 1v1 set up against Ench?
Not necessarily a 1v1. Just play him as a normal safe lane carry.
Okay.
Protect him a little bit with the Bane and he's going to be fine. If you minus damage Enchantress with Bane, then suddenly she's not going to be able to do anything. And, you know, we've seen it before here on our stream. The Dragon Knight in late game turns into a real monster. He can definitely get strong enough to carry.
What was that game where we had Dragon Knight, Bloodthorn, defending base and all that?
It's been multiple ones, actually. So I know which one you're talking about, though. I can't remember exactly who was playing the Dragon Knight in that game.
No, me neither. We'll think about it after.
We've had so many games. It's just a blur in my head right now.
I can't believe it's only been 2 days. It feels like an entire week of Dota's happened. It's been so action-packed.
For sure. The amount of Dota that we're digesting here in a short amount of time. It's beautiful.
Mineski with the Brewmaster. Some team fight control for them. Pretty good against the DK pre-BKB. You know, he pops his ulti. You cyclone him.
Good against Bane as well. One more way.
Cancel Grip. Cancel Echo Stomp. You've got these channeling spells from NaVi that Brewmaster's pretty good at just saying, nope.
It's funny. We had Brewmaster against exactly those two heroes as well earlier, where we pointed out also the cancel grip, cancel stomp, identical to a previous scenario we've had. So yeah, it's something that teams do, and PL does come out.
There we go.
He comes out to play. So I think that means TA is off the table, unfortunately. But NaVi, they starting to secure themselves some pretty strong late game. Definitely looking advantageous for them if they can drag this game out. However, the lanes need to go in a good way, and Brew is quite the strong laner. Enchantress now, of course, looking more like it could be a roaming position.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So we could be looking at a Jabs Enchantress, Ninja Boogie Rubik, potentially here for Mineski.
Definitely.
As they ban out the Bat Rider, maybe a bit worried about, like you were saying, with the Elder Titan, the flexibility of that pick. If General takes it, then sure, but maybe now expecting that we'll have a Roger Elder Titan taking out the Bat. And NaVi, what are we looking at here? You're thinking about a Brew off lane, Quap mid, Enchantress roaming, Rubik 5. They ban the Sven. What's another good option for them?
Sven would definitely be one of the easiest heroes to play here. Other than that, it's kind of tough because you need a hero that deals with both Ursa and Phantom Lancer in a good way. They do have the benefit, though, that they get to see one more hero before they decide what carry they need. And that's kind of what I'm feeling as well right now. Like, yeah, you need to pick a carry. To me, it looks like a high-pace carry pick could be pretty good here, because going late into this game looks difficult to me.
Well, like a Venge?
Possibly a Venge, but Venge is so bad against PL, though.
Super single target, right?
The single target can be hard to land, and that's a struggle. So we'll see what they want. Night Stalker gets picked up. All right. So that they are still keeping it kind of in the dark here. You know, we don't really know.
I can't believe Lycan is untouched, honestly.
It is untouched.
Can Mineski go Lycan?
They could still go Lycan. It's not a bad game for it necessarily.
With a Night Stalker,
it is tough against the Peel, but other than that, he works quite well with the Night Stalker 5th pick, like you said. Yeah, it's not the easiest to try to anticipate what they want to play here, because it really comes down to their approach. If they want to end it early and prevent this late game from happening, which I think is a good idea, they want to pick something along the line of a pushing hero. Terribly looks tough to play against all those silences, though. or you know, that silence and the grip and the DK stun. There's so many good ways to deal with him. Lycan doesn't look too good for the same reason. And maybe CK? I don't know.
And then because there's a PL and an ET, you don't want to like pick a Medusa or something like that. It all gets pretty hard here for them. Unless they want to swap around these lanes, you know, could you maybe see like outside of kind of attributing lanes to people and heroes here, an OD could be decent here against like the DK, clear out PL illusions with your Santi's Eclipse, but then it's...
OD could work, yeah, it could work. The downside would be Night Stalker is super good against OD. I was thinking, I was honestly just about to say that Juggernauts with Battle Fury could be an option. I didn't see too many options for them, and Juggernaut is very often one of those fallback...
baseline.
He is one of those catch-all kind of heroes that, he adds push, he adds late game, he is very all-round, but he is going to have a hard time the longer the game goes. But with Rubik and Enchantress support, obviously he has good kill potential. Alright, that's going to be the lineup for Mineski. I do favor NaVi here in the draft, and I didn't favor them in the previous game. So maybe they can take this to a game 3 by forcing a win here. And we'll see if Mineski can play out their a little bit strange-looking draft. Don't think it's super clear and clear-cut how supposed to execute this game.
Well, we'll get ourselves in and figure it all out. I do like the set on Mushi there. Look at that shiny Juggernaut.
That's beautiful. Shiny, shiny.
So shiny. Not so sure about Ice. All this fire coming out of his little item there, giving me a seizure. So, Jab's Enchantress, not going to be the same as the Naga last game with the free path towards the Radiance after the Arcane Boots. Definitely going to be a bit much more action-packed for Jabs with his rotations.
He probably
and his
can't
movements.
get away with playing as greedy in general as he did in the previous game. So this game he probably has to put more pressure early on, itemize around that, perhaps even go for something like an early Rod of Aethys or something, just to control. We'll see what he wants to go for here. But both teams heading into it. I'm excited to see what they can bring with this.
Game number 2. Mineski 1 game to the good. Jabs over on the Enchantress with an early Blightstone with the Orb of Venom. So it looks like a Medallion Rush that we used to see quite commonly on the 4-roll Ench for some time.
Sort of, but it's also just the harassment damage from his, you know, running around right-clicking. It's going to be really strong now. Having both minus armor and damage over time from the Orb of Venom. Yep. 57 base damage, well, 52 to 62. It's quite a bit of damage.
Okay, it's a fair amount. Down towards bottom, we do have the Mushi Juggernaut, Ice on the Brew, Moon, Quap, and Ninja Boogie Rubik. Trying to see if there is any kind of incursion here from NaVi, but they've swung a little bit further to the north.
People often miss their smokes in this patch compared to before. If we go back like a year, people collided a lot more, but that's because of the places that people value warding and so on is a little bit different. We'll see if there's any form of connection here. General just running in. Oh, not really paying attention, but he's going to get out.
Yeah.
Taunt him away, Ice. Oh god, they gave a hero with taunt to Ice.
That is...
They lost.
That is a big L. Unfortunate. So General's on the Night Stalker here with boots first, which means Roger on the ET, also with boots up on him. They've moved things around a little bit there, but Night Stalker off lane is something that really does seem to be very player-specific. A lot of teams have shied away from the Night Stalker off lane just because you can get kind of the same emphasis and same utility out of it from the 4-roll as you can from the off lane. But General's a little bit different. We see quite often from him the kind of physical right-click build.
Yeah, you can get to a point where you deal quite a bit of damage as a position 4 or position 3, sorry, Night Stalker. He did ward under the enemy ward, so they know exactly where he dropped that, and that's going to be a little bit unfortunate for him.
So Jab's starting top, and they've given General this lane up a top lane just to try and sack him against the Ench and the Brew, meaning they're playing aggressively bottom into Mushi. Crystallize and Seneko both here with the PL and the Bane. Trying to pressure back the Juggernaut for now. And look at Roger just diving in. His spirit's already up with a ton of movement speed. 404, in fact.
Yeah, he gets so fast. He hit all the heroes with the spirit, so that's when you get real big bonuses from it.
So Brewmaster in a melee versus melee matchup should be Ice favored, I feel like. You know, Drunken Haze.
It definitely should be.
Stout Quelling Blade should be looking good for him there.
He also has the better build for 1v1ing. Boots first. Oh as they go down here. Nice trade back and forth.
But they do get the Rubik as well.
Yeah, first blood and 2 kills in total for the side of NaVi. A good start for them for sure on this lane. Not so easy to connect cleanly with the Blade Fury on this lane, since Elder Titan is super fast with the boots, Bane is quite tanky and also has the boots, and then you have PL, who's obviously elusive by nature.
Yeah, phantom rushing, doppelganging, all sorts of stuff. I was going to ask where Jab's kind of focus is on, because we were just talking about the top lane.
He needs to come bottom, yeah.
Being fine for Ice. He definitely needs to make a swing down towards bottom here with a Wild Wing and a Centaur. He's going to throw the Tornado out and contest this Bounty Rune. They do have Telekinesis into the Stomp from the Centaur, which is a nice little setup into play they can make. But they would love to have Juggernaut hit level 3 before that kind of play, just to have that extra bit of damage from the Blade Fury.
He gets the deny on the Haste Rune, as Roger was trying to get it. Jabs just denies it with the Enchantress.
Feels bad for Mushi. And Feeble now from Seneko. 1-1-0 build over on him. Centaur times out, and Jabs really only with right clicks left to throw into the mix. And look at this little Spirit coming out.
Still pretty decent right clicks though, so he could just sit around here and act as a harasser on the lane. I think he needs to do that. Meanwhile, it's not so easy to lane for Mushi here.
Forced to spin away, in fact. It's been a real difficult lane for him, but they've got the wave under their tower now. Should lead to a few CS for Mushi at the very least.
We're focusing a lot on the bottom lane, and that's because that's where the action is going to happen in terms of kills. Mid lane, quite a wash right now. 12-3 for Queen, 12-0 for Dragon Knight. Very hard for them to really get too much damage onto each other. And since every support is bottom anyway, they're not in danger of dying or getting kills.
Yeah, fully as we expect from that lane, but now, ooh, thinking about it, Jabs was coming in behind the PL. He doesn't have a point in that doppelganger though. As Mushi and Ninja Boogie also shoving this wave forward, but playing under the enemy tower when there's ET and Bane, still a very risky proposition. As up at top, Ice, fighting under the tier 1, General, he's out of regen, completely out of regen.
So General doesn't have a magic wand against a Drunken Haste Brewmaster, and that's a really bad thing. You want to have that magic wand for sure, because every time you go for a last hit, there's going to be Drunken Haze on you. But he never got to go to his side shop, I think. He just got zoned out of that a little bit. So for now, 10-6 though. Not bad work by Night Stalker for sure. I think that lane is very, very difficult to get that many denies. And Bane gonna get initiated upon.
Spirit Stomp, Roger steals the Bounty Rune. Seneko zapped down though, and with the Blade Fury they get the kill. Traded off for Jabs' life, and Ninja Boogie looks like he might be the second one here.
Could be a double, yeah, for sure.
That's
one more Spirit Lance.
And they've got a Stomp and a Spirit if they really need to throw it into the mix as well. Well played by Roger, just like runs in there after the Stomp, steals the Bounty Rune, gets the damage in. Mushi does get a little bit out of this as they found the kill on Seneko. Jabs got the kill, but still...
It's really big for Crystal Ice. This start, I mean, he's now been part of 4 kills. He hasn't died. 3 of the last hits went to him, so he's getting a lot of gold. The only one who died on their lane is the Bane, who died twice, and that doesn't really hurt them that much. So Elder Titan also having a quite good start. Almost has the Soul Ring.
All around, a huge improvement from game number 1 now for NaVi, right?
Yes.
You like their draft, you prefer it over Mineski's, the lanes, you're looking at them, and outside of General, who's kind of been sacked, but now it's first night. He has phase boots going, he's kind of ready to go and make a play, but he's been spotted moving across. Even after he uses a Shrine, it's going to be hard to really get into the action.
For sure.
Unless maybe he TP's bottom.
He could TP bottom, but he wants them to be a little bit closer to a tower before doing so. He's just going to go back to his lane, make sure that Shrine got used. And he's been doing a great job. 16-9 is much more than I expected him to have at 5 minutes in. He's trying now to get a kill onto Ice.
Ice is in trouble here.
Yeah, he is.
He's not level 6.
Definitely gonna die, I think.
General has another Void, level 3. The salve is cancelled, and General comes back from the Shrine. Gets a beautiful kill.
I cannot believe that General is winning Night Stalker against Brewmaster, but I can't believe it. That lane is not supposed to go that way. It's beautifully done, though.
Ice, just overstepping, it looks like there. 3 heroes still down bottom for NaVi. Mushi and Ninja Boogie with Jabs just kind of falling back a little bit. Don't want to get too involved. Now thinking about contesting the Bounty Rune. Again, this fight is happening once more.
Everyone coming out, and it's going to be Seneko again. Going to be targeted.
I've got the Blade Fury going, and Seneko looks like he will take a tumble here. One more hit should do the
This time Jug, though.
Mushi dropping low, but he's got the slices in onto Roger. Quick on his feet, though, with the boot and the spirit. Jabs forced away with a lance. Crystallize looking to try and chase this one down with the help of the ET.
Meanwhile, General has gotten a kill on the Queen of Pain. Did that rotation, came in with silence, and this time successful. So a great start for both the Dragon Knights mid getting that kill.
Yeah, she
together
dies
with Night Stalker.
Dies inside the Roshan pit. Poor Moon.
Yeah, he was going to check the rune, but that did not really work out for him. He got the rune though. He bottled it. Still has it. It's a regen. Doesn't really help him now.
No, not really. Now you're full HP.
He's bottom, trying to do something. Does not have ulti on Queen though.
Crystallize has used the doppelganger now though. And Mushi's spinning away. They've juked them. Crystallize moves east. Ninja Boogie's chasing the correct one, but it's salved up. Soneko now turning with the help of the sleep. Roger catches and they kill. Crystallize still running, and there's no way to track him down. There's no way to find him. He's out.
Getting the kills now as well. 2 in a row, and they're going for more.
They want a triple kill. Soneko wants to get this Ninja Boogie Rubik. You've got to lift. You will drag the bait up into the stun, cancel the stomp. But look at General. A killing spree for him as he moves into the bottom lane. The pebble throw of the little golem will slow General down, but it's not going to stop this man who's on an absolute rampage.
Yeah, very, very good rotations. Already having had great impact on every single lane. And quite impressive movements there by NaVi. PL, you know, Crystallize showing why he's #1 on the leaderboards, just juking away. And that salve as well, that was pretty clutch. The fact that you could go into a tree line with the salve turned everything around.
Where did Crystallize even come from? Never heard the name before, and all of a sudden he's on NaVi and he's slaying people. He's top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, he was a good pub player for a long time. You know, he just caught his break. That's the case for a lot of
he pulled a bulldog.
A lot of different players. Yeah, you could say that.
Play with NaVi,
or an Abed, or Sumail, or you know. Wouldn't say he's done it perhaps to exactly the Sumail level of success yet, but Crystallize is definitely working well in NaVi and has for a long time.
Okay, sure is. Ice top has to deal with him. Crystallize has shifted up there as well with a PL. We're looking at this Brew level 7, closing in on 8 now. Primal Split's ready, and it looks like Jabs wants to try and make something happen. Top, Soneko shows his face.
He's like, nope, not that way. They cool down still on the hurl boulder, so can't quite get that catch on Jabs.
And I like this. It's daytime. General's like, cool, I just want to farm. I don't really want to get involved until next night. I've got my urn, my phase. I can make
trouble,
stuff happen.
Though. He has his ulti on Juggernaut, so maybe they want to try and kill him here. They are going to try.
They know where Elder Titan is as well. They've spotted him out.
They'll get him.
Spirit into stomp. The silence into sleep. General. Oh boy, he's got himself out of a really sticky spot there.
That was even the mango committed from Mushi. He was already eating it.
He lifted his sword. He wanted to get in there with the Omnislash. But
I didn't think they would get the silence in time because the Omnislash is faster. But he must have been waiting, trying to get one more right click on the Juggernaut before doing it. Yep. A little bit slow.
Delayed it ever so slightly.
But he survives.
Pays the price for it. So General back up to full HP with that wonderful little urn charge that he had for himself. Farming onto tower. This is literally perfect from NaVi.
Yeah, he's happy with that. Meanwhile, though, Ice is getting a lot of space now. After the Night Stalker kind of moved away, he is doing a lot of damage. PL was up there, but he can't really solo lane against it. With Night Stalker using his ulti. Trying to run after Juggernaut here. Well,
Omnislash expended, no spin. General turning and fighting, but with a Fade Bolt there, I think Mushi might just win this. Unless he misses, the crit finally lands.
Critical strike.
Whew, crossing his fingers, his toes, everything he's got.
Critical strike while he had 50% chance to miss as well. That's a little bit unfortunate for Night Stalker there.
I mean, he missed his first 2 attacks on the Juggernaut, right?
Exactly.
That 3rd hit crit had to come. It's only fair.
Only fair. I mean, it's still unlikely. Only 3 attacks and getting a crit in when you have evasion.
TP wasted. Ninja Boogie's been caught here. Roger with a very swift stomp. Dandy.
Soneko going in as well. Boogie, hide. Oh my god, he's hiding for so long.
He bought a lot of time for himself, but really inevitable. He'll die.
Yeah, at least, meanwhile, his team is setting up for pushing mid, so every single second matters.
We've not seen much from Dandy. He's really just been sitting mid, taking tier 1, trading farm with Quap. They got that one kill with the help of General as she moved into the Roche pit, but look at Moon now. Oh, she's slammed, destroyed, taken out of the game. That damage too big as the primal split from Ice will come out, chasing into Roger. And with a spin, Mushi will secure a kill here around this mid-tier 1. And we'll bring it down as well. Seneko in general doesn't look like they're done just yet, though.
Such a fast burst on the Queen there. I don't think anyone expected that. PL gonna get chased a little bit here by the Brew, but nothing really much gonna come. Fiend Script, though, available if he can reach, but too slow. They're taunting away. Damn, he's fast when he pops the drums on the...
drums pop, rolling on the barrel.
And the Tranquil Boots. I love that he goes for the Tranquil Boots. It's something that I've been saying a lot lately is Tranquil Boots are really good, even on offlane heroes. When they break, there's still 65 movement speed. Brown Boots are 40, so that's a pretty big increase. And, of course, 90 movement speed is insane whenever you're trying to traverse the map.
Yeah. Jabs. Oh, can you get out of this one? Dragon Tail. Fiend Script comes first. Seneko with that range.
He's gonna go down this time. Even with Power Treads, Ench is still a very squishy hero. Not very much max HP. The Armlet Dragonite easily brings it down, and that's gonna be a kill over there for General, who dives in, manages to secure the Rubik kill with the Urn and the Void. Deals enough damage.
Well, yeah, Dendi Dragon Knight, armor up. He's ready to go. No more messing around with Broodmother, pushing and pulling and trying to deal with all that nonsense. He has pretty much, you know, single focus, get some items, push towers, use my ulti when I can, and try and kill some bad man, and the rest of his team can play around him.
They also know that there's no Brewmaster split. That's one of the big reasons. And meanwhile, Jab's gonna get caught out here as well. Seneko with the pure damage, nuking in.
This is some fast-paced Dota from NaVi. Moon doesn't really have a chance to respond. In comes another sleep. Ice tries to bring down Roger. With the help of Ninja Boogie, they might just be able to. Moon should be able to blink forward.
He has Magic Wand, so he's gonna juke for a while, though. He's trying to get to a spot where he can TP out.
No way is he getting
Goes for
away
it.
from this. No way.
He's gone.
Waga?
Well, they didn't have a TP cancel, and after a Magic Wand, I think Rubik wouldn't have the right click to even kill him.
But why didn't Queen of Pain chase?
That I cannot answer. I don't know. Moon perhaps felt like we need to push out the lanes as well at the same time, but I definitely think she should have chased for that kill. She was the only one who could kill him.
Now Moon might just be dead. Nightmare comes, cancels the TP. Oh, the one charge doesn't blink away. There we go. Back to safety. Some real panic moments for Mineski, though. Things are really slipping out of their control so quickly.
They are. I think that moment when they just burst the Queen on mid definitely hurt them a little bit mentally, because they didn't expect that Queen would just evaporate like that. They killed her so fast. And right now, the lineup of NaVi really showing its strength. It's a Blink Dagger build on Dragonite as well, which is going to make it even harder to stay alive on Queen, or even on Brewmaster in some of these engagements.
Okay, Mineski, time to start using the tools you have. Time to outplay. Sonic Wave ready. Primal Split also ready to go with one level in the Astral Spirit. Rubik probably wants a different spell to take out, but for now that will do. As they move into the Dire jungle, past some PL illusions, scan from the Dire and the Radiant, both missing. Nothing turns red just yet, but
they know it though.
Mineski
They're gonna run into each other.
They find General. There's a scream into Dagger, but Moon is going to get caught by the Echo Stomp. Now they jump forward with the Phantom Lantern and the Earth Splitter coming in. The Queen of Pain has been found. The Sonic Wave not going to come out as the Fiend's Grip cancels. And Jabs, chased back by Crystallize, goes for the TP. Roger will finally die. The Primal Split doing some good work there. Seneko being tracked back by Ice. But the split has ended. And NaVi, they've lost an ET. They've killed the Queen of Pain, and now they're going to go in for more. You're right. Dendi jumps forward, in with the damage, and down goes Ice into a tier 1 for NaVi now.
Yeah, these fights, they just don't have the tools to deal with everything that NaVi is throwing at them. They used the Brewmaster split now, and they lost the fight really handedly, losing 2 of their big core heroes for only a support. This is not looking great for Mineski. The push is probably going to continue even for a tier 2 tower, if they want to. We'll see. Dragonite is backing up and making sure he has a TP scroll again.
Has his dragon form for a good, what, 20 seconds? See what he does with it.
Could poke a little bit on the high ground for sure, but everyone is alive, so backing out is no shame as well.
And it still feels a bit early for Roshan to go in for something like that.
Too early. Need to wait a little bit longer for that one, but still, very good engagement for NaVi, and going back to farming, they are the ones who are... Oh, they're actually going to go for it.
They feel that with split down, they can go for this. There is still a Sonic Wave and an Omni Slash with a Battle Fury on Juggernaut. So Mineski feasibly could try and come and do something here, but it's...
They actually bring it down faster than I expected to. It's the fact that PL illusions are able to hit as well. The illusion hitting Roshan is a pretty big buff to all the Illu heroes. And Peel in particular, who can just summon illusions by attacking.
And Mineski will now understand where NaVi have been the past 30 seconds. In the pit they are. Crystallized with the Aegis done. Dendy holds out on this tier 1
dive Dendy.
I do. He's got a DD rune and a
blink
dagger.
Outs?
Where's the dash? It's going to be a Fade Bolt first. No, it's going to be a spin first. There's a little bit of damage coming in from Mushi. Omni Slash at the ready. The Dragon Tail turn it back, but Dendy's got the armlet toggle. The Omni Slash bounces onto General. Dendy's out, and they've got the grip as well. Ninja Boogie and Jabs both fall. Mushi has to TP away.
He really does. Moon, meanwhile, trying to chase after Roger, who uses a defensive split, and immediately says affirmative as the Queen blinked away. He is going for a Rod of Ages on the Elder Titan. Got to be a really good control item for him. Allows him to get the Stomp combo even on Queen of Pain. A lot easier, at least. But these fights, they're all NaVi every single time. They're just coming out ahead. They're building more and more items. Every time I click over on the Peel, I feel like I see a lot of progression.
He's got something new every time.
Yeah, same for Dragon Knights. He's getting really strong right now. And this is shaping out to be a tough mid-game coming up here for Mineski. I just think this matchup, this series, has really been a lot about who gets a draft that's easier to play. Both teams are definitely capable of executing, but I think NaVi have put themselves in a better spot here, draft-wise. It's just looking clean, looking like they understand what they want to do with it. I love the Blink Dagger purchase by Dragon Knight. Just makes him able to reach all these fights.
Especially against Quap and Brew, right? Being able to either chase them as they drums and blink away, or just being able to snap jump with the Dragon Tail, follow through with the damage from the rest of the team. As Mineski, they smoke up to top. Ice shows himself in lane, breaking the smoke. But the other two, the Rubik and the Queen of Pain, are actually going into mid. They'll see Seneko and Roger here with a Fade Bolt into Scream. Queen of Pain's thinking about the Sonic Wave, but there's no commitment. Dendy now jumps back in. He's blinked onto Rubik, and down goes Ninja Boogie.
I'm so surprised they went there. They saw that there were 3 heroes mid, and... oh, the Fiend's grip. They could lead with stun, but they're going to lead with the grip. It's whatever.
They know spins down.
Easy kill, yeah. I'm so surprised they went. They knew exactly what was there. They knew exactly what they had, which was just Juggernaut, Queen, and Rubik, which is not really that much. But they committed, they lost the fights, and meanwhile, there was the split pushing going on by General and Crystallize.
And we're looking 18.5 minutes in. Your tier 3s, your racks, they're going to start getting opened up here.
Yeah,
Phantom Lance moves up. Tier 3 is getting
He has the Aegis, so don't see why he wouldn't be up here and right-clicking away. Dragon Knights doesn't have Dragon Form for too much longer, but they could definitely deal some serious damage here and then just back out. We'll see. If the Dragon Knight loses his Dragon Form, though, they might back up, but they could honestly try to continue. Every spell is ready on Mineski, though.
We do have the level 2 Sonic Wave now as well. Yet to see one from Moon, but hits level 12. Has the ulti level 2 ready to go. The glyph keeps NaVi back as the tier 3 survives.
This is exactly what we saw before as well. The 1400 damage onto a tier 3 tower and then back out. So the prep work is done. They're now going to be able to just go there whenever they win a team fight and very quickly translate it into something else.
So Mushi, Battle Fury into Yasha. Really on his mind is just, please let me farm. Let me get some items. Let me push out waves. Don't end the game, guys. I can do this.
Which is kind of a futile battle, I feel, because, as I said, I think they needed a hero that pushes, plays fast pace, and does something, because late game, I don't even think it's his to win. I think there's way too many things that are going to mess with him. The Fiend script, the Enfeeble, the fact that Dragon Knight's super tanky, the PL being super farmed. I don't know. This is looking so hard. At least he is pushing faster. He's being controlled a little bit by General, but nighttime, yeah, he is spin TVs.
Away he goes. But now he's not farming. Now NaVi pretty much know that Mineski are all back inside their base. The entire map
home.
Belongs to the Dire team, so they come back down towards bottom. They push in mid, and they're just herding Mineski back in, control this nice little slice of the map down here.
DK ulti being up again. This is another go time.
Bonus.
Sure, all of Radiant have their ultis, but everything is up for NaVi.
Jump in, Primal Split. There we go with the Sonic Wave as well. NaVi, they're getting destroyed. Bring down the Dragon Knight. There we have it, but Seneko has the grip into the back end, looking for Enchantress. Crystallize still alive. The Aegis is popped. Taken away. General runs back. Roger has spells. He has Splitter. He has Stomp, but Mineski playing timidly, defensively back up on top of their ramp. They took what they needed, and they back up. Very disciplined play from the Radiant.
Yeah, very, very clean. That was some good fast initiation right there, and they show that they do have some burst damage when they commit that Sonic Wave together with everything else at the same time. But even with the quick reactions of NaVi, stopping the Brewmaster split, they lost that fight quite handily. So this is a good hold for Mineski. Did not lose the tower as well. Very big to note. Tier 3 tower still stands.
Oh, Mushi's okay.
He's fine. He's just trying to make sure he doesn't get stomped up or messed with in general.
And finally we see the Moon Sonic Wave. Big damage across, what, 3 or 4 heroes there.
Oh, he landed it on, yeah, all 4 who were there. The Elder Titan was a little bit far when that fight actually happened. He wasn't close enough to quite mess with Mineski as they initiated. I think that was a timing window that they hit.
Yeah, Ice just had the Blink Dagger, you know, he went for this Drums Midas build, and he pretty much bought the Blink, you know, 30 seconds, maybe a little bit less before that fight kicked off. So it was definitely a surprise for NaVi to be like, oh, he has the initiation tool now, guys. He's able to jump in on top of us.
Gotta be careful about that.
Definitely helped out.
Queen of Pain, running for a top rune. There is a Rod of Atus. Has to be careful.
Has the Yules. Flies up into the air. Double damage rune is going to be there for Crystallize.
5 seconds cooldown on the Fiend's Grip. Not going to be able to get it.
Roshan alive potentially in 2 minutes. Fastest spawn, 1 minute 45. And finally, tier 1 bottom lane. Hello.
For that
tower.
Notorious tower.
That stays alive. What was it? 52 minutes or something? It was alive for? Was something ridiculous.
Crazy late. And in a lot of the games it just lives past the 30-minute mark, but not in this game. Not today.
Not today. 22 minutes, there we go. Money in the pockets of Mineski as they actually move even further forward looking for the tier 2 with the help of this catapult stolen by Jabs.
A little bit early, preemptive healing word. No one was really low HP and he just drops it so that they're ready if something happens. Jug gonna spin TP away. Very nice that you can activate it while already TPing. So he's gonna be fine. They did get a tower. They lost their tier 2 top though to the double damage PL who was split pushing.
Yeah. I didn't know that for the longest time. Like being able to cast like Vendetta and Ghost Walk, Invis spells, spin, armor toggling.
Armor toggling is the funniest one.
Yeah.
if you ever TP out and you have like, I don't know, a techies right clicking you or something and you're just toggling him, it feels so sad for them.
You can't do anything to me.
Yeah. That's the funniest way. I think the first time I saw that was probably RTC when he did it on some of this stream.
Well, NaVi looking to really get up in the face of Mineski. Tier 3 bottom, focused by Dendi
Blinking
here.
in. Wants the tower. The tower's going to go down no matter what here.
He's got BKB, so he's pretty happy with his safety, I think.
I think they just want the shrine. They're a little bit scared after that last fight that they took on the high ground. So just backing out, taking the little bit safer objective. A lot of respect being given by NaVi here, and of course, they are 1 step away from elimination. If they lose this game, they are out of the tournament.
Yeah, they've put themselves in a good position now, though. Phantom Lancer, 14k net worth, full SNY, Diffusal Blade, and going very quickly into the Eye of Skadi. Only about 1,200 gold away from it.
Yeah, he's looking really farmed. Once he finishes the Eye of Skadi and the Butterfly together, that's going to make him super tanky, even against the Juggernauts with the Battle Fury.
Can't just get cleaved down. Does Mushi have a new item? No, he's just finished the SNY himself. Not too far behind the DK and the PL, but still a distance to go. As Moon definitely struggling a touch to keep up in net worth, but that's the Queen of Pain for you. You know, not snowballing with hero kills, relying on shoving out waves and farming like this is always going to be difficult for the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, she wants to have a better early game than she's had. She's not having a good game at all. 1-3 and 2. Got shut down pretty hard by this Night Stalker, I would say. It's just the silence, having to build the Yule Scepter purely defensively against that as well. Obviously, a lot of times we see a Queen of Pain happy to have a Yules, but in this game it feels more like, God, I'm forced to do it, you know? Because this game, he's not cancelling TP outs and stuff and getting kills because of it. He's just purely having it as a survival mechanism.
Like, oh, they're stomping me. They silenced me. I've got a Yules.
They're doing it, and probably going to struggle for a while longer since he's still only level 14. Not the best position for him.
Pretty much even with the Brewmaster, honestly. Ice and Moon kind of sharing a 2.5 role almost in this game, it feels like. But Mineski Smoke up.
The wraparound. Look
Smoke
at
pops.
Ice going in.
Jump in.
Fiend
Instant
script so
grip.
fast.
Now cancelled. There's a split. The stun. The projectile. It doesn't land onto Brew. They get the Earth Splitter in onto Mushi. Juggernaut has to spin away. The healing ward is taken out, so Mushi has to try and dip away from this. But the damage looks substantial until the Omni Slash comes in. The Doppelganger gets away from it though, and Na'Vi, they've killed off every single important hero that the Radiant side have, and it will be a full team wipe in fact, as an ultra kill goes to Crystallize, and Na'Vi, very strong position.
Queen screaming at the river, you know, crying out her anger. She didn't hit anyone pretty much. I think she still kind of capped the Dragon Knight there on the end, or on the side, but they need a really good Sonic Wave, and she barely hit one person.
Crimea River, Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
One lane of racks. Looks like two.
I think it's about time to prepare for the next game already for Mineski here.
Yeah,
Bane is like, guys, the melee Rex is not dead.
I don't care. 8 to 26, 13,000 net worth lead. I think you are about right as Jabs gets caught with a Rod of Atos into Stomp. No push forward, General thinking about it. Drops his shoulder and gives it a bit of a nudge towards Jabs, but will not go and commit for anything. And Na'Vi again playing very, very nicely. Get 2 lanes of racks, fall back, don't overcommit for anything here. You could maybe have an argument that Mineski literally have nothing left to give. Every single big ulti is on cooldown, and Na'Vi could go. But you're also thinking about Dragon Form.
It's the same the other way around.
Yeah.
Dragon Knight without his ulti is really, really not an impressive core, because he suddenly doesn't hit anyone. He just gets kited around. It's like a sadder version of Sven. Because, yeah, take Sven, give him a melee stun and no movement speed. And that's Dragon Knight without ulti.
Yeah, absolutely.
And less damage, of course.
And no cleave.
And no cleave. Yeah, okay, so it's a pretty gimped version of Sven then.
Yeah. So Dragon Knight turns into a ranged Sven when he ultis, basically.
Oh, yeah, you could say that, in a way. So, Aegis on the side of the PL, Cheese on the Dragon Knights, who just finished an entire Assault Cuirass as well. This is looking like the final push is coming here. Can Mineski do anything to stop this? I do not think so.
End game scenario. Ninja Boogie. Do you have buyback, my friend? No. 85 gold away from it. So it looks like the Rubik is going to be dead for a good 70 seconds or so.
I love the way he played that. He ran down into trees, fly over trees for a while so he can't get lifted.
Oh, he got buyback from the money.
Oh.
From something.
Oh, he killed a creep, I guess, before dying.
Must have done something, but still, Mushi dead to the PL. I think he's given up on life and everything. The game is over now as Na'Vi will force the GG.
He actually got buyback from the tower that Mushi pushed on bottom. That's what happened. He's like, kill the tower. I'll have buyback. Oh, I'm dead again. Again, stellar performance here. Crystallize with 11, 0, and 10 on his PL. Did not die at all. But General, to me, is the outstanding player in this game. I cannot believe that I just witnessed a Night Stalker pretty much destroy, I'm gonna say, solo killing a Brewmaster in the lane, having even CS with a Brewmaster in lane. Not something that I at all expected. I don't think Mineski expected it to go that poorly either.
Because Ice was like a wave or maybe 2 waves ahead, you know, like 8 CS ahead the first 5 or 6 waves.
He even got help in the beginning by his Enchantress.
But that one shrine, like Night Stalker going to the 5-minute shrine, then killing him, and it was just like lanes over.
Yeah, it was. But even to that point, I don't think that he should have had such an easy time, and I might have to revisit the replay to see exactly what happened on that lane, because I don't think that should happen, but especially as he didn't even have the magic wand against the Drunken Haze spam on the laning stage. Felt like it was a clear-cut laning scenario for Ice. But another big thing for Na'Vi, they really shut down that Queen of Pain. She didn't have any impact in this game at all. Dragon Knight was too tanky, PL was always in good position and quite healthy as well.
And again, the Night Stalker from General. The one kill that he got on the Queen of Pain very early on, the first night time, and then just honestly constantly hunting moons, silencing, chasing.
The first kill was during the nighttime, but the more impressive kill was when they went and defended a mid tower, and that was during daytime. He threw the daytime silence on her, which does not last for very long, but still managed to get her.
Oh yeah, and then the bottom lane against the Juggernaut as well, the silence to stop the Omni Slash. There's so many great plays from
General had
honestly.
an outstanding game for sure.
He definitely did. And we will move into game number 3. That was a quick and easy one for NaVi, it felt like. Very, very good from start to finish. Well drafted and well played. But
tournament life on the line here for both teams. Game number 3 coming up soon.
Comes down to a best of 1. See you guys in a little bit.